You are controlling the slides, am I right?
Yes, that's right.
Little backstage lingo there. All right. Welcome. Hi, I am Robin Ice. I am Director of the Business and Leadership Studies program and a Professor of Practice here at Tulane's School of Professional Advancement. And I'm going to let Alexis go ahead and introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Alexis Stone. I am the academic advisor here at SOPA. If you're interested in HR or one of our business degrees, I will be your advisor here. So nice to meet everyone.
All right. Well, a little bit about the School of Professional Advancement, or as we lovingly call it, SOPA. It is obviously part of Tulane University, which was founded long ago in 1834 as the Medical College of Louisiana, actually in response to the ongoing, more or less, plague of yellow fever in this area, which arose due to the swampy tropical nature of the climate. The School of Professional Advancement began in 1886, so 50 or so years later. And the School of Professional Advancement at that time represents, as it still does today, Tulane University's commitment to the community. It originally began as a teacher's college, and since that time, it has remained committed to our adult learners, working adults, and we're glad you're here. Oh. And my signal went completely away. I'm sorry, my signal went completely off for a second there. I apologize. But let's talk about SOPA and why it is a great deal for you and how it has succeeded in helping so many of our working adults in the region. First of all, we offer online classes. We specialize actually in the quality of our online classes. We do this not because we don't want to be in the classroom, but because we want to accommodate the schedules of our student body. We know that you have many other obligations and that there are so many demands on your time and actually your physical location that we are happy to offer online classes that allow you to pursue your education wherever you may be. Our programs are diverse in their nature. In addition to these business programs, we also have general legal studies. We have health and wellness, which has many aspects of kinesiology under its umbrella. We have emergency and security studies, and all of our programs are staffed by adjunct faculty and professors of practice who are experts in their fields. So you are not only enrolling in a program that is intended to help you succeed in the workplace, but you're also being taught by people who are experts in your field and work every day in the places that you work. We also are proud of our resources that we provide to support you as you go forward with your education. And we're very happy that we're able to offer all of this at an affordable and flexible tuition rate. And of course, another great aspect of our School of Professional Advancement is that it is part of Tulane, which is an institution with a long and esteemed reputation. And let's talk a little bit more about this online and in-person learning at the School of Professional Advancement. We don't just offer online classes. We offer online classes that are designed to be engaging, to help you learn as you work through the materials, that focus on the subject matter that is going to be relevant to you when you finish your degree. We use in our classes almost in each class, we base the subject matter on real world situations. As I mentioned, many of our faculty are adjuncts, which means that they have full-time jobs working in the field in which they are teaching. And so when they provide interactive activities based on real-world scenarios, that's really what they are. We also provide learning environments, not just online, but also in person and via Zoom in synchronous format, so that in some of the classes, which are not fully online, students may attend a class that is perhaps a lecture, let's say on Tuesday night from 6 to 9, and they can Zoom in. They can call in by Zoom and attend in that format, which makes it very much easier for our students who are working, have families, but still want to have that real-time interaction with the faculty. And here are a couple of our business and leadership studies faculty. Justin has been teaching for us for upwards of 15 years, and he brings experience from a long time as an HR professional with the US Navy. Kay McLennan is an amazing person. She is our senior professor of practice in business and leadership studies and one of the pioneers in online learning. And here are some other representatives of our faculty. We're very proud of everyone. I should mention also that Josh Foreman and Cody Parassier are actually alums of the General Legal Studies program here at the School of Professional Advancement. And each has gone on to other careers. Cody is now the director of talent acquisition at Oxnard North Shore Hospitals. And Josh is, he has gone through a variety of jobs, but he is now employed by the University of Pennsylvania as their director of security. And while there, he is pursuing a PhD in education. So together with Tim and Ann and the others on our faculty who you can explore on our website, we have an incredible group of professionals who are here to not only teach you, but also become your ready-made professional network. And this is one of the things we're very proud of. Our instructors are here to help you, not only in the classroom, but as you proceed forward after graduation or even during your studies to get that full-time job. These are the programs that we offer in the Business and Leadership Studies program. We're going to be talking about the BA in Human Resources and the BS in Organizational Behavior and Management Studies, which are two new four-year degrees that we've just begun offering. In addition, we have professional certificates that have been with us for a while. These include our Accounting Fundamental Certificate, Applied Business, Human Resources, and Small Business Development certificates. These are also available as minors, and many of our students in other disciplines take advantage of these certificates and minors as add-ons to their degrees, additional credentials, if you will. First, let's look at the Bachelor of Arts in Human Resources. We are very proud to say that this is based on the curriculum templates that are approved by the Society for Human Resource Management, which is actually a national and international organization that not only provides guidance to programs that are setting up curriculum for human resource education, but also provides a great organization that supports and allows certification for graduates of these programs. So what I recommend to anyone who is going to major in human resources here is join SHRM. There is a very active New Orleans, the NOLA chapter, very active with many, many networking events. And these outside contacts will help support your education here. But these are the key concepts that we look at in human resource management. And as you might expect, they are all based on humans because human resources is focused on that most important aspect to me of any business, which is the people the human beings that work there and create the organization, without whom you would have no business. So we talk about workplace culture, about everything from hiring to training to onboarding to benefits, a very key, complex, and important aspect of human resources. Incentive plans, also a very important point for many businesses. We also talk about conflict resolution. Yes, conflicts do arise, but it's part of the HR professional's job to help resolve them in a peaceful and productive way so that business can continue. And overlying all of this is, of course, ethics and law. We talk not only about business ethics, but organizational ethics within the organization, and employment law, which governs all aspects of human resources. These are some of the classes also that we have. Career Success Strategies is a class that's taken by many students here at SOPA because it focuses on helping you find what it is that will fulfill you as a profession. That is a great class, but it's also a required class in our human resource management course because that knowledge is going to be very important to you when you join a company as an HR professional. I already mentioned labor law. We have a great class in performance appraisal because, of course, assessment and evaluating employee performance is a key function of human resources. We have, and these are some of the other classes that also form the electives of this degree, but I do want to mention the planning, recruiting, and selection of HR. This is a class that is so important to every aspect of human resources because this class enables you to learn how to assess the human needs, if you will, of the corporation where you work, which means deciding what kind of employees you need, how many, what you want them to be qualified to do, how will you recruit them, and once you're recruiting them, how do you select from the pool of applicants? This is a key and very fascinating class in HR. And now let's look at the Bachelor of Science in Organizational Behavior. This is a program that will actually give you a strong basis in the fundamentals of business. It addresses management, of course, business ethics and business law. We have an introductory course for finance, business communications, both written and verbal, so important, business statistics, which is key actually to any business. Accounting is also an aspect of this degree. And more than anything else, though, I think that in this degree program, we're looking at how we work within an organization, how the human beings within an organization interact and behave and allow a business to thrive or not. And we hope thrive once you have completed this BS in organizational behavior and management. The major requirements for both of these degrees: 120 credit hours, which include 36 credit hours in the major. In addition to this, there are 84 credit hours of general ed courses as well as electives. So you will be finishing up with a very broad education, a great Tulane University education. You also, if you have been attending another school or other schools, you have the ability to transfer up to 60 credits, provided they meet with Tulane's transfer criteria. And if you choose to have a minor, yes, do. But that's your choice. It's not required. This is a little more information about our professional certificates, which I mentioned before. Each one requires completion of 18 credit hours. And we have Accounting Fundamentals, which digs deeper into accounting than the Accounting 1 course that is required for both the HR and the organizational behavior degrees. applied business studies, which is more of a general approach to business, but also gives you background in finance, business writing, accounting, and other basic aspects, 6 classes of good, solid basics, human resource fundamentals, and of course, small business development, which focuses on entrepreneurship and the key points that are required for developing a business, large or small. And here are some of the careers that you may have in human resources. This is just a partial list. Human resources is a function in every single business everywhere, whether it's large or small. And it's a growing field because businesses understand that their greatest assets are the human beings who work for them. But some of the positions might include a manager of compensation and benefits. Those who excel in this area have always make their own way, make their own path because this field is so valued in the business world. Training and development specialist, that is also very valuable and creates a niche for you as you go forward in your HR career. Payroll coordinator. This is often combined with other aspects of the career and is very, very important and is one of the subjects that we cover here in the HR degree. And here, careers in organizational behavior and management, which you will see is a little more general. Our students, our graduates are probably going to go into sales or project management, logistics managers, training and development managers, not only in HR, but in other aspects of business, directors, marketing. One of the classes that you take is in marketing, and all aspects of business. We don't want to make too big a list because it is so open, but the point is that the BS in organizational behavior and management is intended to prepare you to be a functioning, profit-making member of the business community and able to perform ethically and legally within that structure. And I'm going to pass it off to Alexis.
Sure. Okay, so I'm going to go and talk about more of the advising side, a little bit of the admission stuff for the next couple of slides. And so as Robin mentioned, you are eligible to receive transfer credit, and prior learning will count as transfer credit. So if you have worked like in an HR field, or if you have some work experience in another type of business, Dalila Umber Basic is our prior learning coordinator. And she can speak to you about what you would need to do if you're interested in getting credit for prior work or learning experience. As an undergraduate student, you are eligible for up to 24 credits, and that would consist of enrolling in our portfolio course. Portfolio course helps you prepare and submit a portfolio for review by members of the faculty in the department to evaluate for credit. And so the credit can be added towards your degree up to 24 credit hours. And I spoke to Charles earlier today about this. And so after the meeting is over, I do have an update about the prior learning credit if you want to stay on the call. But as an undergraduate student, you are eligible for up to 24 hours of prior learning credit. And so as I mentioned earlier, I'm the academic advisor for the department, and Robin talked about our wonderful faculty members that we have on staff. We are both here to assist you with anything that you need when you as a SOPA student. So if you don't know which department to contact, if you need an override, if you need assistance with maybe getting accommodations through the Goldman Center, like we can navigate and point you in the right direction to help you. We are here to answer any questions you have about classes, about the program. We also have a wonderful career advisor. Her name is Susan De La Jose. She is amazing. She will work with you if you have any career aspirations that you're interested in, if you need resume help, LinkedIn help. She's really wonderful and is willing to help you with anything that you need on the career side. And Robin and I are here to help you anything on the major and academic side. And I also review, like if you have transfer credit, I work with you during that process to get your transfer credit evaluated and uploaded. So if you did previously attend a school and you're interested in getting transfer credit into SOPA for your degree here, just let me know and I'll work with you on that. As far as tuition, these are updated fees and tuition costs for the upcoming summer semester. So for 2023, our courses are $596 a credit. A typical class is 3 credit hours. So that comes to about around $1,700, almost $1,800 a credit, which considering is very affordable compared to, some other universities. And you are eligible for financial aid, or the program is eligible for financial aid. You would have to talk to your financial aid counselor to see if you specifically are eligible for aid. But you can get grants, loans. If you're a military veteran, we do offer the Yellow Ribbon Program. We do also offer 20% discounts for active duty military. If you are a teacher within the New Orleans area or a city employee, you get a 20% discount, as well as if you were in Phi Theta Kappa, which is the an honor society for community colleges. And then I also mentioned earlier about the 24 credit hour work experience that can also help cut your costs down by the transfer credits, can shorten your time here if you transfer in credits to meet your 120 credit hours. And applying is really simple. You just go to sopa.tulane.edu. It's going to bring you to our admissions page. It's really simple. Just complete your admissions application. It's a $40 application fee, but because you attended this webinar today, we were going to waive the application fee for you. You have to upload a clear image of a government issued photo ID. You can upload unofficial transcripts for your admissions application for review, but in order to actually register for courses, you will need to submit official copies of your transcript. So official copies have to come directly from the university to SOPA. So they can't come from, let's say you went to LSU, they can't go to you and then you send them to SOPA. They have to come directly from LSU to SOPA, and you can do that easily online. You can go to the university's website. Typically, if you do an electronic request, it can be submitted within 24 hours. You can mail them. It does take a little longer. Sometimes, electronic is the easiest way and the fastest way to make sure that it's going to get here on time. And if you need assistance with that, I can always talk to you, or you can contact admissions if you need assistance with that as well. And so here are upcoming application deadlines for summer. The application deadline is May 1st. We do have an early enrollment scholarship fee. So if you enroll and register for classes by April 25th, you will be eligible for a one-time $200 scholarship that will be applied to your student account. So if you have already applied and you are still in the process of submitting your application and submitting your transcripts, you still have time to qualify for the early enrollment application fee. And registration for undergraduate students starts April 12th. But depending on your individual registration time ticket may be different, but you still have time if you have started the application process now. If you're coming for a fall, August 1st is our application deadline, and then the early enrollment scholarship is June 1st. So if you apply, get accepted, and register by June 1st, then you'll be eligible for the $200 scholarship. And I think that was all we had. Robin, did you want to go over anything?
No. Do you all have any questions? Charles and Delisa. I'm glad you came. I'm really glad you're interested and hope that we will be seeing you in the fall or the summer.
Yeah.
Thank you for this presentation.
Thank you.
And you can always reach out to us if you have any questions. If you're, stuck in the process or just, need a little bit more information, we're both here to help you. And if Charles, if you're still on the call, I just wanted to let you know, I confirmed that the prior learning credit does count as transfer credit. So 60 credits is the most that a student can apply towards their degree, 60 transfer credits. So if you've already transferred in 60 credits, the prior learning credit you won't be able to also do that as well because you'll be over the 60. So that's a good thing just for Delisa, if you're interested in also doing transfer credit. 60 is the max that any student can apply to the degree, but prior learning credit does also count as transfer credit as well. So you just have to be mindful about, how much transfer credit you're going to be able to use at SOPA.
That's really good to know too, and to keep in mind.
Yeah, especially because if you work in HR or work in a business, like we have a lot of students who are eligible for the prior learning. So we just have to be mindful about if you're going to do prior learning to not transfer in the max for transfer credit, the 60, so that if you do want to do the prior learning, you can still do it.
Thank you all so much. And as Alexis said, please reach out if you have questions. If other thoughts or issues come up, contact us. That's why we're here.